Quick question. How many of you guys here are firstborns? Just give me a quick hands up. Okay. Thank you. You see, I came up with a quote that I think will be able to resonate with you as much as it will resonate with me. Okay? You spent your whole childhood parenting, and that is why you're childish now. Hi guys, my name is Angel. I am a daughter to one set of amazing parents called Patrick and Peace. I am a sister to one, and I am a free employee to my mother's children's home and have been since I was 7 years old. You see, if you observe me for like 5 minutes, I think a word that would like come up in bold in my Urban Dictionary is immature. And this isn't me defending myself to make you think whether I'm mature versus whether I'm immature. That's your personal opinion. But I think that's where the problem starts. What our bias is towards what is mature versus what is immature. Today, hopefully, I can help you understand what emotional maturity really looks like. Fingers crossed, I can help us understand that as we physically grow, when we've already emotionally grown, we might start developing in reverse, trying to act childlike, trying to get childhood experiences back that we lost while we were growing up. Or maybe from a different perspective, end up like Louis Litt, who, for any of you guys that have watched Suits know what I'm talking about, but from the image up there, you can understand the kind of image I'm trying to portray. Hopefully today I can help you understand that maybe some of your friends and some of my friends have Princess and the Frog as their favorite movie, but can also give a mother's lecture. And maybe I can help myself understand why I can do the exact same thing. Now, before I get into the hows and the whys, let's focus on the what. And by what, I mean the two main components that are incorporated with early psychological development. One, emotional maturity. And not just maturity in general, which can come in a variation of ways, but is defined as to become fully grown or developed. I'm not trying to teach you how to come from this to this. I'm going to show you what emotional maturity is, where I got a pretty reasonable definition from betterup.com as to have the self-control to manage your emotions and work to understand them. So if I'm going to put it in simpler terms, it really is just understanding yourself. With emotional maturity comes empathy, which I got from the Oxford Dictionary, as the capacity to understand or feel what another person is feeling. Now, if you're anything like me, empathy comes easier. You're just understanding someone else, listening to their story and just analyzing really. And I do not like self-reflection, just breaking down my flaws and seeing how I can be a better person. That pride within me has to stand. Now you see, as an older sibling, I need both to survive. Frank Soloway, he said in regards to oldest siblings that we're surrogate parents, we're dutiful overachievers. You know, we're trying to prove our worth because we're no longer the star of the show. We have a younger sibling that really has taken the limelight. But we are responsible for them to a degree. And we have that sense of possession, that sense of protection that we have over them. And if I quit the rambling and I say it in a coherent sentence, it really just means that we love our siblings. Now, I'm not just focusing on older siblings. That's just a perspective that I can understand. I'm also talking about people that may be in marginalized situations, people that had to take care of people that they are to no degree responsible for, people that had to take care of people that are older than them, which really is a whole different ballgame in itself, but I'm not going to delve into that. But I will delve into sub-Saharan Africa. We are in Tanzania after all, and I am Ugandan myself, which is sub-Saharan Africa. You see, the average house in sub-Saharan Africa is 6.9 children. That's absolutely crazy. And I'm just thankful I only have one sibling because I don't know what I would do with 6 others. But imagine the toll that it takes for the first sibling or even the first 2 to help with actual parent-like responsibilities to just keep the 4 walls of the house standing. You know what I'm trying to say? But I think even though I only have one sibling, I can relate to this a little bit. You see, as I was growing up, and still up to this day, my mom has had a children's home since I was 7 years old. And I love it so much. It is the greatest thing ever. But I had to help, change nappies and help them stop crying and keep them entertained for hours and shower them. So you can understand, I had to help raise these kids, and still am when I go back home, while I'm being raised myself. I had to nitro boost my way through emotional maturity and psychological development. And it is a gradual process. Some people just have it faster than others. Now, you see, let's look at Erik Erikson's psychoanalysis of psychological development. Stage 5, when you're 12 to 18 years old, that's role versus identity. What purpose do you serve? Why are you in society? Why did you really sneak onto Mother Earth? Now, I think people had to discover themselves, and a lot of people didn't. And I didn't get to do that. I didn't get that season of self-discovery, to know why I was born, to know what role I played. Because after I was 4 years old and got my younger sibling, I knew what I had to do. I knew what it took. I knew the requirements that I had to have to be a surrogate mother for over 70 children and to be a decent older sister. Just depends on who you ask. Now you see, I thought it was great, and it really is great, and it is helping me become better as a person, but I missed out. And to any of you that can understand what I'm trying to say, you missed out as well. You missed out on some aspects of your childhood. You see, because you were taking care of your younger sibling or anyone in general, you had to give up your favorite TV show because maybe your little sister was crying for the TV remote. You see, you weren't able to watch Shaun the Sheep. You were stuck watching CoComelon, which is absolutely abominable. But at this point, I think you can understand the point I'm really trying to make. For any of you that get what I'm saying, you grow up too fast. To any of you older siblings out there, whether you like it or not, you probably grew up too fast. You just have to be someone and step into the role of parenthood even when you're not supposed to. And you're trying to live it back. Sometimes you think that these unnice things that happen in your life might just be equated with some disorder, maybe something negative. And that is a case for different scenarios in a lot of different situations, but not in this one necessarily. You see, you might end up being the most fun, playful person your friends know to this day. Maybe when you're free, you might spend your time watching a cartoon. If you're anything like me, you're going to sit back with a cup of hot chocolate and wrap yourself in a blanket and watch Shrek. Shrek 2, if I'm being honest. And I think a lot of us have a favorite cartoon, yeah? Cartoons we love to watch in our free time. And so why don't someone in the audience tell me? Does anyone have a favorite cartoon they want to share with the crowd? What's your favorite show? SpongeBob. Excellent TV show. I have the t-shirt. Anyone else willing to share? Work with me, guys. Yes, please? Adventure Time. Absolutely brilliant show. You see, when I watch Shrek or anything else, maybe Phineas and Ferb, I'm trying to spend time not caring about what other people think, trying to relive what I lost. And maybe that's the same thing for you too, and only in situations where it permits, because I understand there is a place in time to be emotionally mature and empathetic, and there's a time where I don't have to be really. And so, let me just tell you, when you see your friends acting around and acting like they're on something or being immature, maybe they're just trying to relive the past, take back something that they lost. So let them be. Leave them alone, if I'm being so bluntly honest. And it isn't always childish behavior that happens when you grow up too fast. Sometimes you can become extremely precarious, very serious about everything. And that's a completely viable option. And it may look hand in hand with being childish. I think for most people that get what I'm trying to say, you are on both extremes. different situations bring out a different side of you. So, if I made any sense at all, when you see your friends acting immature or acting childish, just think to yourself, are they immature? Are they childish? Or are they just trying to compensate for something that they lost? My name's Angel, and that was my TED Talk.